I'm Andrew Kilduff, I'm from Stretford End Flag Supporters Group. We do the banners on the Stretford End. Recently I've been doing the mosaics at Old Trafford and introducing the large flags into the Old Trafford stands as well. The initial mosaic idea came about five years ago. We produced it to Manchester United and we eventually got permission to do a mosaic for the semi-final against Barcelona in 2008, which we've done the Believe design for. Since then we've done the Believe again at the 2008 European Cup final in Moscow. And for the next season again we've done it against Arsenal in the semi-final at Old Trafford in 2009. We wanted something a little bit different for the 2009 final, so we've done a design to commemorate Sir Matt Busby's birthday, which would have been the night before the European Cup final in Rome in 2009. So we've done a mosaic that night saying "For Sir Matt." Since then, we've looked for new ideas off people to do a mosaic should the occasion arise at Old Trafford. Once we'd beaten Schalke, we'd sought ideas from supporters on our website at stretfordendflags.com. And the most popular idea seemed to be to go for the bar scarf idea, and that was to produce a United bar scarf, a red, white and black sequence going round Old Trafford. We mocked that up initially and it looked a little bit plain, so we incorporated 3 silver European Cups into the North Stand, and that was the design we put forward to Manchester United, who then agreed to fund the mosaic, which we then laid out on Wednesday for the Schalke game. The easy part really is getting the designs off people and laying it out on Photoshop, but the hard part itself is actually laying the mosaic out on the seats. And on Wednesday we had 25 people who were there from 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. We had 33,000 plastic sheets to lay out onto seats. They had to be placed on the seat, there was an elastic band placed on after it. The design had to be sort of corrugated against the layout which we had. We had people in the TV gantry making sure it looked okay in terms of the European Cup design on the stand. It was a huge job on the day, and as it turned out we had till 6 o'clock to actually finish the job. At 2 minutes to 6 we had 10,000 sheets still to put down, and we managed to get them down in place in time. It was a complete team effort by everybody involved, and if anyone does want to get involved in future mosaics, we're hoping to do one for the Blackpool game, we're hoping to do one for Gary Neville's testimonial. If they come onto our website and they can volunteer, they can spend the whole day in Old Trafford, and it's an experience in itself seeing what goes on in a match day at Old Trafford while you're in the ground doing that. The cost of doing a mosaic in Old Trafford, you're talking about £12,000 to £13,000, so it would be not within our remit of what we could afford. So Manchester United have actually agreed to fund that. We're now actually looking for a design for the final. We've got a couple of ideas in mind. One idea is to do a mosaic design using actually t-shirts, so people within the crowd would keep the t-shirt on all game, and the mosaic then would be there permanently for the game. Because at the moment what we use is a biodegradable plastic sheet, and it only lasts for 2 or 3 minutes as people actually hold that up. We're looking at the t-shirt idea for Barcelona at Wembley, but the most popular option what people on the Stretford End Flags website seem to do is they want to commemorate something to do with the 1968 Cup final win. We're looking at possibly an image to say something such as Spirit of 68, or something which would incorporate an image of Bobby Charlton. However, the 68 final wasn't about Bobby Charlton alone, so we are looking still for ideas to take forward to use at Wembley. The main way is to go via our website, which is www.stretfordendflags.com, or if anyone's on Facebook, if you search for Stretford End Flags, you'll find us on Facebook. We've got an image gallery on there with all our mosaics, what we've done, large flags which we've put into the crowd over the last couple of games, and anyone can come on there and submit an idea. One of the things about Stretford End Flags is we do rely on supporters' ideas to come forward, and it doesn't matter where you are in the country, where you are in the world, your idea could be in the stands. I've had journalists on from New York, I've had journalists on from Canada, I've had journalists on from Japan, and the first question they've asked on the phone is, what is going to happen with that banner? And the answer I've given to every single one is, 1, City haven't won anything yet, and 2, we don't know what will happen. My personal opinion is Manchester City haven't won a trophy if they win the FA Cup, they've simply bought one, so we'll continue it to be ticking. Because one of the things you may notice is with that banner, it's a cause of frustration for Manchester City. Not just the fans, but the players are obsessed with it. And to keep that banner up there ticking away, or to resemble something what Manchester City haven't achieved, will sort of irk more with Manchester City and the players than it will with Manchester United supporters. It's a completely independent supporters group. We don't have any official affiliation with Manchester United, but they do support what we've done. And on one instance, we even had a phone call off Alex Ferguson out the blue, and he rung up in the middle of the afternoon and actually thanked us for the banners on the Stretford end and thanked us for the mosaics which we were done. And it was such a surprise to get that. And again, in terms of the mosaics, after the 2008 semi-final against Barcelona, Gary Neville, Ryan Giggs, they were singing the praises of coming out to Old Trafford and seeing that there was something different within the ground. And our main aim really is to improve the colour and the atmosphere within Old Trafford.